Hello students, welcome to the series of organic chemistry. Dear students, we have been learning biomolecules under this topic. Now we are going to learn polysaccharides. Polysaccharides are the compounds having multiple monosaccharide units, more than 10 units of monosaccharides. So these compounds upon hydrolysis are going to give more than 10 units of monosaccharides. For example, let us take starch. We are going to learn the structures of starch, followed by cellulose and glycogen. These two structures we are going to learn. Let us see the starch. So where do you find starch? Rice, cereals. Yes, starch. We will commonly come across this starch, and while explaining glucose structure, glucose is abundantly or commercially prepared from starch. That means starch is going to have glucose molecule. Right? So glucose is going to have two entities. That is, one is amylose polysaccharide. Amylose, this part is water soluble. It easily soluble in water. Water soluble. Yes. So this water soluble part is around 15%. And remaining is going to be amylopectin. Amylopectin is going to be about 85%, and it is water insoluble. So that is why when we cook rice, so rice is not going to soluble in water, which is having amylopectin as major, and remaining whatever you get a liquid during the boiling of rice, it is glucose, pure glucose you are going to get. So don't throw it off. So starch is very healthy, right? So amylose you are going to get. When you hydrolyze this amylose, you are going to get about 202,000 units of glucose molecules. So that is why it is polysaccharide. Then what is the glucose structure? Yes, it is. We have learned that N molecules of this is glucose. Alpha D glucopyranose, right? So this is glucose, right? So OH, hydrogen, and this is OH inside, hydrogen, downside, hydrogen, and CH2, OH and hydrogen. This is alpha D glucose. It is 202,000 units. Then how it is going to link up? It is going to link up with C1, 1, 2, 3, C1 of one glucose with C4 of another glucose, like this. So if I want, I can write like another ink. It is going to have C4 linkage, and it is going to have, this is, so N molecules, N number of, it is going to have polymer chain. So it is going to have polymer chain. So remaining hydrogen, yes, it is hydrogen. And what about glucose remaining? Yes, you can fill it up. OH, hydrogen, OH, hydrogen, CH2, OH, hydrogen, and this is CH2, OH, hydrogen, and this is OH, hydrogen, and this is OH, hydrogen. Yes, so polymer of D-glucose, alpha D-glucose, and the linkage is C1 with C4. So this is glycosidic linkage. This is how starch is going to have two forms, amylose and amylopectin. So this is amylose. Then amylopectin, how it is going to exist? So amylopectin, it is going to have branch. So this is it clear, students? It is going to have branches. Branches, same glucose part is going to have, right? At the same time, this is glucose, this is amylose, and when it is amylopectin, it will have branches like this. It is going to have, this is C6 carbon, isn't it? So for example, this is C6 carbon of one glucose is going to have branch with C1 carbon of, this is glycosidic link of C1 carbon of alpha glucose, right? So this is the way it is going to form. And remaining, yes, it is going to have again same chain. It is going to have same chain like this. Yes, it is going to have OH down, or it is a polymer, so you have to write like this: CH2 OH and hydrogen, CH2 OH hydrogen, and remaining it is OH down hydrogen, OH in hydrogen, it is down and in. Yes, so D-glucose, and this will have further chain, like that. It is a branched chain polymer. It is a branched chain polymer. Dear students, the plants, whatever the starch, the plants what during the photosynthesis they synthesize C6H12O6, that is glucose. Glucose is converted into, what is this? So multiple units of glucose by glycosidic linkage, just by losing water molecule, it is going to have glycosidic linkage of amylose and amylopectin. This glucose molecular food is stored in the form of starch in plants, in the form of starch in plants. In similar manner, dear students, so let us take glycogen, since it is very similar to this. So glycogen is when this starch or whatever the food, sugar or glucose, what animals takes, animals, for example, animals, and when you take this glucose molecule, yes, it straight away undergoes oxidation in cells to give energy. You get energy, isn't it? So it is reverse process. Glucose upon oxidation in presence of molecular oxygen gives carbon dioxide and calories, right? So excess glucose will be converted into glycogen. Yes, so glycogen will be formed in body, where this glycogen is going to be stored in liver, brain, or some other parts, as in muscles, because when it is required, for example, you are undergoing starvation, so in that case this glycogen gives back to glucose by glucagon enzyme. So it breaks glycogen into glucose, whereas this glucose to glycogen is converted by insulin. It is an enzyme. So enzyme glucose, insulin turns glucose into glycogen. So it is stored as glycogen, and when it is required, glycogen is going to give glucose. This is, it's a physiological process, right? So this glycogen, what is glycogen? Yes, it is nothing but glucose, and it is very similar to this amylopectin. So, however, it is going to have more branches. See, here it is one branch, so you can add one more branch here, one more branch here, like that. So highly branched polymer of glucose is known as glycogen, right, sir? So starch and glycogen is completed. Let us see cellulose. What is cellulose? Where do you find? In plant cells. So all plant cell wall is made up of cellulose, and cotton also is cellulose. So it is, these are polymers. Let us see cellulose. Yes, cellulose. So cellulose is a polysaccharide. When you do hydrolysis, it should give more than 10 units of monosaccharides. Yes, it is giving. So the structure of these monosaccharide is observed as cellulose upon hydrolysis. It is found that it is beta D glucose. So that is why the major part of the universe is going to have beta D glucose. Yes, most of the glucose is going to exist in the form of beta form, beta D glucose. From cellulose, when you do hydrolysis, we are going to get beta D glucose. Then how it is going to form glycosidic linkages? It is going to have beta D glucose. So how to write beta D glucose? If I write one molecule of beta D glucose, this is hydroxy, and down, and this is inside, and this is down, this is CH2OH and hydrogen. This is beta D glucose. If I write another molecule of beta D, so in plants, in presence of enzymes, it is going to lose water molecule, multiple water molecules. Say this, for example. So C1 of 1 glucose makes glycosidic linkage with C4 of another molecule. C1 with C4, right? Losing minus water. So multiple. Let us write. It is going to have, for example, it is and C4, this is hydrogen, and this is hydrogen, right? So this is how you will get number of multiple, right? So this is C4, it is going to have chain, and this is, and beta, it is going to have this. Yes, so this is how it is going to have, say, hydrogen. Let me fill it up, right? So it is going to CH2OH, hydrogen, CH2OH, hydrogen, CH2OH, hydrogen. Isn't it? So remaining parts, what are these? This is, we are coming from this side, hydroxy down, hydroxy in, and hydrogen, hydroxy down, hydrogen, hydroxy in, down, and in. This is the polymer of beta D glucose is a cellulose, isn't it? So it is C1 of beta with C4 of C1 with C4 carbon of another glucose molecule. It is going to form glycosidic linkage. This is glycosidic linkage. So this is how cellulose is going to play a major role in industries like textile, books, right? So it is furniture, wood. Wood is nothing but cellulose. So most of the glucose is going to be stay in the form of cellulose. Dear students, I hope you enjoy this topic. Please subscribe my channel Venus Academy if you are not yet subscribed. And don't forget to click on like button and bell button. Dear students, so before concluding, so what are the importance of carbohydrates? Carbohydrates are the important compounds with respect to biology. So these compounds are going to exist in the form of sugars in body, that is in plants it is as starch, and in animals it is in the form of glycogen, right? So in plants cellulose is one of the parts of cell wall. So cell wall of plants is made up of cellulose. And when it comes to industries, yes, so carbohydrates industry is very good industry where lot of chemistry takes place. For example, in breweries, alcohol is prepared from carbohydrates, isn't it? Isn't it? From sugar, during molasses, we will get alcohol, and during breweries and textiles, all cellulose is nothing but cotton, students. Yes, cotton, textiles, and paper industry, wood industry, furniture industry, and moreover, it is also going to have combined molecules like amino acids. It is going to form some structures, and DNA and RNA, ribose nucleic acid, that is ribose is what I said, RDXL 5-member pentoses. Ribose deoxyribose nucleic acid, what we are going to learn very soon now. So DNA, RNA, nucleic acid structures, proteins, lipids. So this is how carbohydrates really plays a major role in biochemistry as well as biology and chemistry part. So since it is having lot of chemical reactions different from other general carboxylic acid, carbonyl compounds, so usually carbohydrates chemistry is dealt as separate branch. So one of the pioneers presently working on carbohydrates is Hannesen. Yes, Hannesen. Yes, Hannesen is working on carbohydrates. Professor Hannesen. So Professor Hannesen is working on carbohydrates, total synthesis, and some natural products, and lot of chemistry is going on carbohydrates. Dear students, we will meet again with new topic, that is proteins. Under biomolecules, we are going to discuss about proteins. Till then, bye, enjoy, take care. Thank you for watching, students. Please subscribe my channel Venus Academy if you are not yet subscribed, and don't forget to click on like button and bell button. Bye. Sayonara. Arigato gozaimasu. Bye.